Oh, it's going to be more standard with the Caitlyn. I had a hope for a second that the Jinx was coming in.
Maybe next patch.
Maybe next patch.
Maybe. But overall, I actually think just snuck his way around the corner.
Oh, looking for Betsy to flash, and they're going to get an easy peasy first blood. A nice little dragon strike, and it goes Sandstorm. Game not giving an opening for them to get dove on punished, just opting for the trade of towers instead. Of course, it will go H2K's way as they were a little bit faster on the draw. Nonetheless, they won't be too far behind.
Yeah, and this is not a surprise for Giants at all that they lost the race. They're still just trading for it, and they get to move out of the one-on-one lane top, but the problem for them is if they can't stop Inferno Drake, then this call actually ends up being pretty bad.
Joko's going to jump for it. He goes in. They peeled off for just a second. Smite stolen, and Joko is going to fail that flash, but he hops out anyways.
Not from the red team. HK not controlling any side of the map.
And they are trying to fight it out, but Joko, he's going to pull in Smitty J, who says, that's just fine, I'll take this fight, throws down the cage. KazaLoLL is flashing forward. He's real bloodthirsty here, and the passive is popped inside the Dragon pit. Dragon not been proc just yet, but Targamas and Ruin sniffing around the side. Not going to go for it, so Joko goes down.
Yeah, just when we play.
Stacking those items that the Ginsu's Rage Blade, of course, completed long ago. And Ruin jumped on. We've seen this movie before. KazaLoLL coming in for cleanup duty. He's picking up his first kill of the game. Coming in here, it's not huge in that top side, really. The big difference, no chance for Joko to get the steal off. So HK will be able to secure it. This is going to help the split push as well.
I think Joko is trying to gank Smitty J.
Okay, here we go. Smitty, he's getting the hop. He does have flash. Is he going to use it? Unstoppable. The cage goes down once again. And he gets attack sweep on. KazaLoLL coming in to try and help defend, but he gets pulled in. Smitty J flashes all over the board, and Ruin gets revenge. We'll start to see a few more. Sheriff is taken really low on the health bar. Giants sieging 3-man.
25 minutes. Giants playing League of Legends right now.
And they don't even have steal back with him.
Well, he's right there. He's behind him. Moral support.
They didn't even have to auto attack. No, he gets cold.
No. The minions.
All right, makes them do the work.
Actually, the minions will not get it. I think the cannon just died.
Wow.
KazaLoLL's on his way back. He's coming back.
Look at the camera.
Let's show him. This is the walk of shame.
Now the control goes down for Santorin. This is incredibly low. Get the steal up. Oh, no, we can't quite do it. And Santorin is just a hair's breadth too late. Steal back picking up his first kill of the game. And now they're turning the fight once more onto H2K. Promiscu is unbreakable. The Giants charging down the line with 5-member on the Baron buff. Minions leading the charge right behind him, and now the siege begins.
The 25-minute comp here from Giants, really showing why. If you just let it sit and scale, it suddenly takes over. Full control of mid lane. They get one engage where they force HK back, and then they rush down Baron in just a matter of seconds.
Oh boy.
Smitty J is behind right now, but there's 10 seconds on Santorin, so he can't do anything.
They're looking to dive Promiscu. Sheriff, he's a little bit low, and he's going to force Joko to bounce back, but it doesn't matter. Giants really have bounced back after the start this game when they were getting pushed in, getting the first inhibitor, 28 minutes on the clock. Not going to push their luck, and they back out.
They didn't really get the side lanes going.
But now we can see why Joko opted to take the Zac pick, because it's just letting them set up these fights, and now Sheriff! He's nearly gone down to 0, and he's burning away from the Targamas getting the kill! The bloodthirsty support, and now Santorin is going to be next to fall. KazaLoLL might be out, but he is steadily running out of base to get to, and it looks like Giants want to close this one nice and easy. Yesterday, H2K lost in 31 minutes, and it looks like Giants are about to beat that record. Looking for Smitty J, Ruin hopping around the side, and it's going to be Promiscu pulled back in, steal back with another kill, and Giants, once that go button was pressed, there was no turning back around. Shy of 30 minutes on the clock, they want to clean up. KazaLoLL going for the fountain time. For the swag kill, they're not going to be able to get it in the end. Flashing off, and the game is over. Giants with the win.
Fastest game of the split here from Giants. They legit just didn't want to do anything for 25 minutes with this draft. They fell behind a little. 6 is very high, so you can actually build tank. And we get a GP top as well here from Unit KazaLoLL. What I like is I see a lot of...
Throws a couple more shots, and he pulls out face call,
they want
for both. AD carry and support. There's the hop, there's the jump, an instant exhaust on a cold. But you've got to think that's going to be first blood. Pulling out those red sticks.
This is how Cinderhold Jack's coming.
He's going to have to fight for it.
Oh,
gets a stun off. Let's see. Exile going in, Tides of Blood. Was it the bait, or who's baiting who? Norskaren's coming in. Exile's got the pool on. He might have to use that flash. He does. Real quick call to forward profit. One direction, the other, and he goes golden. But the rest of Roccat have caught back on. Oh man, that mid lane. Wrong neighborhood, Exile.
They really want to kill Exile right there.
North Scaren's here, though. Maybe they can do it.
But Cold is around, and Exile's here as well. Now Memento's coming bot, as we talked about before.
Totro's tanking. They're going to look for it. Gets the trample on. Teleport coming around the side. Totro's incredibly low here, but the TP is going to pull him back. Profit incoming, and it's the call of the Forge God. They decide to turn their attention over to the Yorn, and they almost have him down already, and it looks like White Knight is going to get him from down.
Blank cannot match. He's sitting with Ghost, with Cleanse. Sorry, with Heal. Goddamn summon spells. The objective. So you gotta engage!
That's another objective. Look at Memento! Oh! Totro's giving his life for the cause. Oh, he's just walking through the team. He's gonna get pulled up to Callisto. He's gonna go down. Double kill for the Jax. That's gonna be good for Roccat. Getting their revenge for the Rift Herald. Stopping Exile. Getting chunked under tower. Now there's another chance for them to keep going here on the mid lane. 18 minutes. Rocket's
game. If Unicorns can keep forcing fights, they should be able to win them as well. And Rocket's way to kind of try and prevent that is often by tells his team never to bite him, or if it's just all the different laners are just not used to being
diving in the lane anyways.
That's why the answer was always go mid for Unicorns, because then you can see everything.
And, we joke about it, but surprisingly it worked quite a lot.
It did.
That he's going to be looking for more side push for the time being. Oh, don't answer that yet. There's a fight. North Scaren getting the knockup, looking for more, and it's Chaos in the mid lane. Exile in the middle trying to hunt down Q, but he's going to get stopped up and taunted. Tides of Blood, Ace in the hole. Totoro wants to intercept it. Q's going to finish him off. And with the Forge God rampaging through, there was nothing the Unicorns could do. Cold looking for an angle, but he couldn't quite find one. And in the end, Prophet Cat getting the Baron down. Can Cold do it? Looking for the hop in North Scaren. He finds a Winter's Bite. Proc, he may not have a chance. They're going to chase him off the stun. They have almost all the damage they need. He doesn't have a chance to get in. White Knight lands the siege on Totoro's almost taken down to 0.
And Rocket also not giving a chance for a potential steal here. Getting a lot of damage on Cold, knocking him away. And Cold there. Now more members are almost dying.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if Unicorns get the re-engage this time. Totoro's thrown in. They find Memento. He's going to go golden. And the call of the Forge God's going to knock a few people back for a few seconds. Now Roccat trying desperately to escape. But it looks like Cold and Exile trying to cut them off. And it's a tight battle right here. This is going to be hard. Oh my goodness, Cold gets evaporated. Tides of Blood. And everything is not enough for Exile to get a kill. That Hemoplague just wasn't virulent enough. Now Totoro going in for a third wind effort. But he is going to give his life. And battered and bruised, Roccat persevere.
Unicorns a lot for looking for the flanks here with the Vladimir, with that Bringard. They tried to get onto Blank and Q, but they didn't have the damage to kill him. Great Azir ulti from Blank once again. Cold is not able to assassinate anyone on this Rengar. The backline stays safe from Roccat, and they win another fight.
Scarier and scarier too is Memento. He's the one getting a lot of these kills after the fact, so he's not getting any weaker, and you can see why he picked up some of these items. Now Roccat, they're a little bit low, but it's going to be pretty easy for them to finish off an inhibitor down bottom side. This one, though, Roccat, the siege is on, 4 members strong. They may not have the Baron in the middle up against White Knight, and Unicorns, this base is crumbling.
And flanking gets harder and harder when you push this far into your base. There's no way for Cold and Exile to really get behind Roccat. They can see them right in front of them. That's exactly where Roccat wants to be. Perfect situation for them. Can they get down to the last inhib turret? That's a no for now. We might get a fight.
There's the cutoff. White Knight looking for the cannon barrage, but do they have enough damage right now? North Scaren hopping back. Hemoplague is on. That's a big one to go through. That is huge right now. Can they get the kills? Cold goes gold. Let's see if they can fire off enough damage. It doesn't look like it. Roccat managed to stay alive. The death ball will live.
Unicorns cannot kill the Roccat backline. Another team fight in their favor. 11-2 in total kills. They already got super minions here. They're going for the finish, and we're only 31 minutes into the game.
That was the last-ditch effort from the Unicorns, but unfortunately they will not be able to find victory today. Dropping down to 0-4 after all said and done. The last Nexus turret going to get fired down. Totoro, Samix, White Knight desperately trying to keep this one alive. North Scaren, he's walking it out. It's nice and easy. Roccat once again have not lost a man, and they close this one out. 31.5.
Great team fighting from Roccat, understanding how to win the fights every time. They never were the ones who went super aggressive on Unicorns to try and dive onto Samix. They ignored Samix for most.
Perhaps even picking up a Jax top. It is going to be the Jax for them. So KazaLoLLCShighlights once again going for a more forward-thinking top laner.
towards these towers, that is a very lethal combo that can be set up.
Well, Maxwell is going to come up towards the top side. KazaLoLL already used to counter-strike the flash up from Maxwell, looking for the chase. Alfari is there as well, just needs to land. Phenomenates the kill across towards Misfits, first blood.
Misfits hoping to be faster on the play. Maybe they could make an early tower play, but given the pressure Jizuke has been putting down on the mid, she's going to be the one to secure first tower blood.
It's so rare we see the first tower go down in the mid lane as well, and there was only a little bit of pressure from Gilius. They get tower in the bottom lane as well. Vitality with a ward. Maxwell's on the top side as well, trying to help Hansama scale up. And Senkooks, that was so close. He might be dead here. Jizuke's looking for the paddle side. He gets it! That's an outplay from Jizuke.
Another solo kill.
Third turret of the game. Misfits can't react, and Vitality are just starting to out-rotate. Misfits
push out your side lanes, and then just continue to stall out until those 2-item spikes where maybe you can. The advantage sits on this mid laner right now. If enough hype wasn't built around him, well, it should be. It's
head just inflates a little bit too much. Let that ego get away with you. We've known it has happened in the past with a lot of strong upcoming in the bot lane. Gilius roaming this red side jungle, and then you've got the two members of Mini Trupax and Jacktroll pushing in that mid lane. Want to see a bit more pressure from them. Here comes the TP, and as KazaLoLL is fighting against Alfari and Maxwell, they're fighting around the Riptail. There's Jizuke, the Abyssal Voyage. All 5 members of Vitality are now in the bottom lane. Sleepy Bubble trying to be connected, and KazaLoLL gets the kill. Abyssal Voyage was cancelled, but Vitality will get the turret up towards the top side. It is going to be Jacktroll caught out, and he flashes away from the Fisher. The route onto Mickey X.
The pressure. 18 minutes into their game, they have their eyes set on potentially the first inhibitor against Misfits.
This is like a solo queue game, Benny. It's 18 minutes in, and inhibitor's going to go down. Vitality only have 2 kills to 1, but they have run Misfits ragged in this game. They get the inhibitor there to try and protect his mid laner. The TP's coming in, and perhaps Mickey X is overextended here, going to try and get his way away. But here comes the engaged Gilius in with the Cataclysm. Jizuke off towards the back line. Sleepy Bubble Trouble is going to connect, and Hansama trying to get the damage down on towards Gilius. Vitality may have overstepped. 1 kill to Misfits, and Hansama is unleashing with the pup sexy dog on towards Jacktroll as well. Down to 4,000 HP. Maxwell might look for the seal. Has the ult if he wants to go invis. Gilius is quite low. The Baron's so low. The jump in the sleep. Maxwell steals it away once again, and they get the kill on Gilius. Jizuke trying to get eaten off towards the side, but he goes down. Misfits get 3, and they get the Baron.
Misfits shut down.
They were ahead because they got that bot lane inhibitor because everything was going so well.
I think the play itself was not bad. Oh, hang on, another fight.
So 3 towers to 6, but now we see Misfits actually going into that gold advantage. Vitality very much on the back foot after such a strong start to this game, and I think the question becomes, can Vitality continue to look towards that 1-3-1 or 1-4 playstyle when Batman buff is sitting on Misfits?
It's a lot harder now because Misfits are doing what their comp is so good at, grouping up and just walking it down mid. Alfari stayed off on the side lane, taking advantage, worth committing, so now they're going on to Jacktroll.
There's the Glacial Fisher, the concussive blows is going to come out as well, and Maxwell's on the chase. Jacktroll is the sacrifice, and Vitality lose another man. 5v5 though, Vitality getting their second Cloud Drake of the game. They just want to split, they just want KazaLoLL in the side lane. We talked about the one. Misfits are on the chase, Alfari's going to get stunned up and devoured. Here's the TP from Jizuke as they try and take down the Cho, but a massive feast on towards Gilius, and here's the rest of Misfits. Hansama's on the backline, that's not where you want him to be, because Jizuke is the target. He has to jump away, but he's dead, and Vitality already lose 2 members. Misfits are collapsing, and Vitality are crumbling beneath them.
4 for 0.
Fine if you are a Misfits fan at the moment. Mini Trupax going to get caught out by Maxwell, uses the heal, but Maxwell just does not care. Leap onto him and squash him like the bug he is. Who's the better jungler now?
He wanted to make a statement, and he does it to his AD, but another fight kicks off in mid.
KazaLoLL looking for the concussive blows, and Hansama's going to turn this one back around. The devour from Jacktroll as Maxwell once again comes in from the side, trying to get on towards Jacktroll. Alfari is on the back line. Gilius gets nommed down. Hansama's dominating. And Misfits show these rookies who's the boss in the EU LCS.
Misfits, 5-man grouped up mid. You asked if they could find these fights, and they are forcing Vitality into them. Vitality, they tried to be proactive, they tried to find these picks, it has not worked, and here comes Senkooks.
Jizuke gets shuffled back as Vitality shuffle off their mortal coil. Misfits looking for the mid lane in him, still 50 seconds on Jizuke as well. Only 2 members of Vitality up, and Misfits might just look for the win here. It's only Mini Trupax and KazaLoLL trying to defend, and Hansama does not care at all. That's the first Nexus tower. The silence onto Cabo, he's not back. The one goes down, they're looking for 2 as well, and Hansama says, I'm the better AD carry today. They'll take the 2 Nexus towers. as KazaLoLL's back up, but Misfits are looking for the win. They're going to take down the Nexus as Vitality fall, and Misfits continue on their way to the top of the EU LCS.
Fantastic turnaround from Misfits. They saw that opportunity, and the moment they got it, they did not let go. The composition that they have drafted, but instead he's going to stick with a bit of a comfort pick and something that I've seen him play multiple times in solo queue with the Zillion. No flash onto Chachi. Remember, because of Xerxes' passive, good diving jungler from Xerxes.
Oda has Ignite as well, will pop it, and Chachi's going to go down. Teammate v teammate, Xerxes takes the win. Slight CS advantage in some of the lanes, but it's even out across the board. Here comes Xerxes with the elastic slingshot. The chain of corruption's already used. The stretching strike will knock them back, and the Let's Bounce brings back Vander. He's caught in the midst of 4 members of Splyce. Niski gets the kill. It's the second one of the game. Busy Chachi and Odawamne though. He's gone towards mid to try and stop Nuke Duck. And Vander and Upset are here with the Abyssal Voyage. They knock back the Orm, but a good double knock-up. Here comes the Call of the Forge God as well. But he's suppressed and taken down. Schalke get their first kill. Niski's here to join the fight. Tower goes down in the bot lane, but let's look up towards the mid as well, because the tower's going to fall in favor of Schalke North.
Take themselves their second tower of the game as well, because Odo's still going to be dead for a while. His TP, he's not going to come back alive soon enough in order for Splyce to TP up to the top lane.
And as much as we were focusing on that bottom lane and when that tower would go down, Schalke have been able to put pressure on the top.
Exactly that.
From you. The Schalke will be breaking down this Cloud Drake as well as they get the first dragon of the game. The mid to late game Vedius. You never know how late the game's going to go with Splyce, of course, but 2 items finished on both of these AD.
Means that they're in a much better position to force something. Good ult though.
Oh, great stopwatch though from Upset. Vander's the one pulled back with the Let's Bounce. Primordial Burst comes out on him as well, and the Time Catch will fall. Teleport coming in from Vizichachi. He's looking for some bounce from the side. Doesn't land the connection. And Splyce just get 1 kill. Looks like Odawamne is on his way up as well as Splyce continue to push forward. There's Upset, there's the ace in the hole, and there's a dead AD carry. Splyce capitalize on the fact that Vander's dead and get themselves their 4th kill of the game.
Splyce finding pick after pick right now. They secure themselves their 3rd and
Ward in has control ward as well. Here's the TP from Odawamne looking for the engage, but the bound's already gone down. The TP a little bit too late. Niski with the Event Horizon will not catch out Upset because Vander's there with the Devour, and here comes the Call of the Forge God. Splyce are not done yet with this fight. Jumping onto Nuke, does a quick headshot, but the Chain of Corruption will stop them in their tracks. By then they will lose the Infernal for it. Splyce will be able to get that for themselves, but now with Bam
exceptionally well off in the side lane. A lot of back and forth. Ulti lands.
Ulti lands, and they're going to get Kobe straight away. Upset with a great play as they manage Horizon, just pinning them back, but they will push towards the turret and get their 4th tower of the game.
So Schalke, even after
Baron in a minute, you start to see a little bit more spread out on the map. Xerxes jumps in onto Chachi, but Nuke Duck does a good job of zoning. Xerxes looking for the Let's Bounce. Here's the Call of the Forge God as well. Brings it back in towards the Event Horizon, and Pride might be the first to fall. He gets the Cataclysm off, but he doesn't because he's already dead. And Kami is looking for some more damage in this fight. Niski with another Event Horizon. Upset stepping forward. Nuke Duck
available.
Well, pings coming off on towards Kobe as well, but it will just go down towards Schalke. Here's the Call of the Forge God onto Upset, and they might be able to get him down, but Vander with the Devour once again. The stretching strike did not connect, and Splyce unable to find the right target. He chases in. He's very fast with that time warp, looking for the headshots here as well. Nuke Duck tries to get him from the side, and perhaps Kobe stepped over too far, and the ultimate does go down into him as well as the Zillion tries to keep him alive. Odawamne unable to find the ball, but he takes a spin to the back, just about survives, and Chachi says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Healing up with the Warmogs as well. Xerxes jumps in, he's very deep there, quite a way away from his team, and Pride's going to try and capitalize on it. The Let's Bounce brings him back. There's a turret there as Kobe tanks it up for the time being. The Cataclysm comes out. Xerxes has the Chrono Shift on him, so he'll come back to life. Niski looking from the flank here as Splyce have to try and capitalize, but the Goop comes out from the Zac. Here's the TP from Odawamne to try and keep him alive. There's the Event Horizon. Nuke Duck gets Xerxes, and here's the Call of the Forge God, and Splyce look for the
follow up on that. There's even a tower.
Ooh, the fight has started because Schalke has started the Baron, and they will secure it. Call of the Forge God unable to do it towards that 1-3-1. Chachi doesn't have teleport, so Xerxes going for the engage. On towards Vander once again, pulls him back. Call of the Forge God used. The Let's Bounce will pull back the Time Catch into the Event Horizon. Pride tried to engage on towards that backline as Odawamne is the first to fall, and Schalke not there. Just engage.
It lasts for about 4 to 5 seconds, and then immediately you have the reset and you can keep it up. So Kobe, so much mobility, going to be so difficult for Schalke to catch.
Splyce start up the Elder Drake. Chachi's in the top lane fighting up against Odo. 4,000 HP on that Elder. Upsets the one to step forward onto Xerxes. They will get the Elder Drake, and Splyce might be able to capitalize because Pride's already dead. Upset gets the Chain of Corruption into the face of Kobe, but he is Mikhail's, so he is going to run mission for it. 4,000. He doesn't know he's going to back this. Is great stuff from Splyce. We saw a good Baron from Schalke earlier on, but Splyce. Molten Edge finished on Kobe alongside that Ardent Sensor, just buffing up this AD carry. Elder Drake still alive on them, just runs out, but they have the Baron. Cannon Barrage trying to clear out that wave. Chachi is not with the team at the moment as Splyce will break through this inhibitor line. Just needs one more shot from Kobe and he gets it down now. They can try and push forward, but Nuke puts up another turret. Chachi has not rejoined the fight. Perhaps they're just giving up this inhibitor because Splyce can just look for it here. Schalke no fear decide they don't want to defend. What can Chachi do on the other side of the map here? Because he is on that burn flash there to get away from the call of the Forge God. So it looks like he's not going to try and continue splitting. He's going to come back to the team, defend this mid lane inhibitor.
Five-man roster of Splyce is in the mid. Schalke doing what they can to clear, but the range on Kobe, along with the call of Forge God.
Cannon Barrage comes out with the inhibitor tower already, falls an event horizon to zone.
He's going to get all that HP up, and then he can just rejoin the fight, so Splyce, they're not afraid.
Kobe, but he just gets out with the Makaros. Great stuff from Kasing once again.
But let's see, call of Forge God zoning ultimate here to keep... Ooh, upset.
Xerxes is going to jump in on towards Vander as well, tries to get the stretching strike out. The Chain of Corruption is going to come back on towards it, but remember, Zilean has the ult. There's the last bounce, but it's pied back. They're jumping on towards Niski. The engage from Splyce is superb as they get one kill. Upset's dead. Pride getting chased. Kobe's on the front line. Goodbye, Schalke. No, there is Kobe. Shreds through you. He gets the Quadra. It's going to be a big shot for Kobe.
The man, the myth, the legend. Kobe gets himself the Panther. The Zilean working wonders. Who needs boots when you have the damage? Splyce going to be taking a win against Schalke.
What a way to end the game. The first Penta of this split of the EU LCS. And Splyce will get their second win.
Kasing was just laughing at the end of that as he watched Kobe. I didn't even see how he killed Upset.
Headshots.
I was just watching him like, wow, Upset's at the back of the fight. How is he pulling this off? He crits so hard in the late game.
Fnatic, it's really hard. I think G2 just has a much better comp in this game. Fnatic is probably just looking to see if they can control through mid lane. And then
Yasuo at one point, but we can brush that aside as G2.
At least he's played.
That's very true. That's very true. So you talked about early Infernal Drake, G2, they had the push in mid.
See Fnatic falling behind in this game because Jankos is going to get the engage on Caps. He got clapped ready
in the game, and now their eyes are set on a dive top. Caps is trying to answer, but won't get there in time.
Caps is on his way. Perks there already, though. The Gnar back on towards Soaz. The Paddle Star does not connect, but the Sleep will, and he will take a nap. Soaz goes to sleep, and Soaz goes goodbye as Perks gets his kill.
Perks even picks himself up the flash, but here comes Caps.
Rocks are there as well. The heal on towards Perks. Another Sleepy Trouble bubble, and they're gonna get the double! Caps jumps in, though. He's trying to get these soldiers to do some work for him. The stopwatch out of Perks, but he has nowhere to go. Caps will get a consolation too. A bit of synergy between Jankos and Wonder and Perks that we're starting to see that I'm starting to like, but a lot of it's just been them playing the lanes and playing the vision game better. They get first turret in mid lane. Caps is trying to answer top, but the pressure is all in G2's favor.
I like the play here from G2. They recognize they're going to lose that top tower, so in order to get the bonus gold, they send Wonder into mid, where Soaz
cleans up in the end, but it is a 1-for-2 as you said. Soaz has eaten Perks. He may have touched you again.
For Fnatic. A lot of kills are going in the favor of G2. A lot of them were being...
This once again as Perks
what
just
happened?
Overextends.
So he uses the Righteous Glory. Oh, of course, he doesn't have the flash due to earlier. Soaz walks up, is able to get a clean knock up into the silence, and then Caps just has the deeps to get himself the kill. So pretty easy
in that Fnatic jungle.
Something that we see G2 do a lot. They've done it a lot. So force it, or you force a play mid.
Cleanse from Caps, and he dodges away from the Fisher, but Wonder is on his way. Jankos with the flank, the knock up onto Hillesang has to flash. Will get caught up in that stun. Here comes Soaz. He wants to devour a target. He looks for Jankos, but can't quite get the kill. Caps jumps forward. The soldiers are rising through the base of G2, absolutely destroying them in a 4v5. Fnatic get a 1-for-1 trade.
G2 end up trading 1-for-1 in a 4 versus 5. Reckless wasn't even there, and now he's on his way. Soaz, look at all the HP he's just gotten back from the Warmog. They have their eyes set on the final outer tier tower.
So as needed a siesta, but they are going to get this final outer turret, as you say. 3 towers to 3 now, and Fnatic.
Think about all the single target CC, the Sejuani ultimate.
Oh, Shurima shuffle! Yana gets a bunch of fish rockets with Dick, tries to get away. Roccat with the open side, but Caps gets the kill, and now they're looking for a little bit more. They get 2! All off the back of Caps!
Fantastic!
This Baron, the sleep is going to land. Perks jumps in, he can't steal it, and Caps gets it, and now they're going to try and save Hillisang, but he's already dead. Another Drowsy hits on towards Soaz. Perhaps G2 aren't done yet because Wonder is building up the raid bar. Caps is low, but somehow just about gets away. Another sleep on towards Soaz. Once again, the dog champ gets taken out, and Soaz will die, but Fnatic do get the back.
Fnatic can be sideways. You have the teleport available on Soaz. You have a Tristana, Azir, and both these champions are excellent at sieging as now Caps get stunned up.
Cleanse from Caps. There's the wall to stop them coming in, but Perks is going to jump across the Glacial Fissure, the knock up, the sleep, and that's a shutdown onto Caps.
The frustration on Caps.
Mid lane tower off a pick. We said it was Fnatic that needed to group up and siege. G2 seemed to be the ones who made a proactive play during this Baron buff.
This composition still scales quite nicely. You do have to be concerned about the Tristana versus...
Oh, Perks is dead.
Okay, Perks is dead. Level 16 Reckless. That is insane.
And an Ocean Drake goes across towards G2, but how much have they paid? Once again, a mid laner getting caught out. Fnatic get that mid lane turret. Looks like Reckless is going to sit around for the time being, as well as they wait for this minion wave to push up. Baron buff expiring. Broxer. As Jankos actually going to check into the bush.
Oh my word, the difference between these two AD carries is absolutely insane. Fnatic not afraid to just run it down mid. G2, they don't have the wave clear. Perks, him being dead is so detrimental to this G2 roster.
That is, Caps jumps in on towards Wonder, can't get to the Mango, and now Fnatic have taken the inhibitor and the inhibitor tower up. Fnatic, 7 kills to 7, equal gold. It's the Drowsy, but it's only on to Hillisang. Jankos might look for the engage here. Is Shurima's legacy as the tower goes down, and Caps shuffles forward once again. Abyssal Voyage used. TP behind them as well immediately. Soaz is sleeping, but Fnatic can sense blood. They sense a kill. They sense some regicide as Perks jumps in. Soaz on the front line, 5v5. It's a brawl in the mid lane. The catch, the devour. Fnatic on the back foot now. Perks still raining down hell from the side. He gets a Drowsy onto Reckless as well. Already one kill. Wonder. Is there something you can do? Wonder's looking for the Mega here, but does not realize the Elder Drake is going down. It's with an Infernal as well, so you get that buff. There we go. Fnatic with a proactive play, get the Elder Drake, but G2 have positioning on the Baron. Just a second, they realize it now. Jankos looking for a flank here, 5,000 HP, Soaz flashes away, but the Baron is so low. Broxer gets slammed. There is the Baron, Fnatic get it, and now G2 have to wonder if they want to take the fight. Soaz with the knock up the devour from Fnatic. Hillisang, Perks there with a jump in. G2, they want to do something here. Can't quite land the Glacial Prism. They can't quite land the damage, but eventually they'll take down Soaz. We're going to try and chase out Hillisang as well, who can just flash the wall. He gets slept. The blast code jumping out this final outer turret. 7 towers to 4. Pushing in with 3 members will get this inhibitor down in the mid. Jankos unable to defend versus Reckless. You say he shreds through towers, that's exactly what he's doing, but the rest of Fnatic have gone down towards the bottom side as they look for the second inhibitor turret. Wonder trying to step forward, can't quite find any engage. Inhibitor tower goes down in the top, and Fnatic are just splitting up G2 here. Yanan and Jankos trying to defend, but that is a massive advantage for Reckless. Has the QSS as well if he needs to get away. The prison lands, but it's only onto Hillisang. Chain of Corruption as well. Perks here. The turret goes down in the bot lane, as will the inhibitor. G2 perhaps have overextended in the wrong engage. Caps gonna be upsetting. Reckless kills Yanan. That's the kill we wanted, Betty. It's a Fnatic. Can just look for the win. They're looking for all 3 inhibitors first. They're not the only ones, Betty. It's Fnatic pushing on the base of G2. 4 members v5. The old Kings versus the new as Fnatic try and close out this game. The Nexus Tower still survives, but Caps goes in. Only gets the support, but gets the stop. Soaz eats him. What did it is done. And now the Wonder, the knockback. Can G2 defend? It's on Perks, it's on Jankos, it's on Wonder. But they just don't have the power to do it. Fnatic looking to close this one out. Perks trying to defend up towards the back line, but Reckless is still alive. Looking for that first Nexus Tower. We'll get it down. Going for the second now. Fnatic can taste it. They can taste the win. And it's on Jankos and Perks to defend, but they just can't do enough. Fnatic should be able to close this game out. They go for the Nexus. They go for the kills. They'll clean them up. And the old Kings are alive once more.
While Medic catches his breath, Fnatic walk away with the win. Both teams have been struggling as we return to the European LCS, but it is Fnatic that are able to come out on